when I was 15 weeks pregnant,
15 weeks.
they did stitch up my cervix.
What happened? What's that?
Toothache.
You?
I think Umoy.
Puma Satan. Puma Satan. Puma Satan. Puma Satan. You know that song?
Puma Satan. Hey, Puma Satan. Puma Satan.
It's, I think Ulandos. Hi. Puma Satan. Then we are called Satan. Hi. Puma Satan. Puma Satan.
No, except for the ghost Satan. Okay, no, let's start. Hi elenemfam.
What up, elenemfam?
Welcome back to another video. So today we are just sharing our pregnancy journey, how I had my womb stitched in order to carry our son. My name is Letho, also known as Akuma, and thank you so much to our returning subscribers. And if you are new, please make sure you click that subscribe button so that you can join the elenemfam. Also do check us out on social media. We're going to leave the links on the description box. This is
my husband, also known as
Ingwe.
Yo. And then we val.
Valoba.
Valalo. Hi, yo. Bit I know to ngobe. Where
Oh, Baba did it.
It bit on camera. Where Taliwami. My name is Mr. Champ till I die, also known as Mr. Champ, child of God. People change, but not God.
So
take them away, baby.
Just gonna start with that part. So if you have been following us on our channel, you will know that we lost our baby girl Nalutando. When we lost the baby, the part that we never told you is that I was actually diagnosed with incompetent cervix. So with an incompetent cervix, it means that your womb dilates faster or too soon. It dilates too soon.
So dilates means like it opens up too soon.
Yes.
Way sooner than it's supposed to.
Yeah. You go into labor way too soon. It's supposed to dilate when you reach your third trimester, and
even because they said the mouth is also short.
Oh, short. Yeah.
Short and soft.
Yeah,
that's what they say. It's supposed to be hard and long.
So I have a weak cervix. It's weak.
You missed that joke. It's supposed to be hard and long.
Baby, no such jokes. PG.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's supposed to be hard and long and thick.
Yeah.
Anyway, mine is not like that. They said mine is weak and it's incompetent. Obviously, when you are diagnosed with such things, they say your cervix is incompetent. You start to feel incompetent yourself.
That's
You're just like, oh my God, I'm not woman enough. But anyway, my doctor said that next time you fall pregnant, we are going to have to stitch you up. They don't really stitch your womb, they stitch the mouth of the womb, which is your cervix.
Let me maybe jump in. Sorry, Stana, so I'm there just to show how good our God is. So on the night when everything happened, when we lost our baby, our original gynae was actually not available, and then they had to call in another gynae that was available, that was on standby. And that's the gynae that actually came with a solution as soon as he heard or he realized, because they did some tests, and then and he also realized. He came with a solution right there to say that
next time you fall pregnant, this is what we're going to do.
And that's the goodness of
happened.
God. That cannot just happen, guys. It doesn't happen by coincidence. We don't believe in those things.
That's true. So obviously, like before I fell pregnant, I kept on thinking about this stitch. Oh my God, they're gonna stitch my womb. Oh, it's gonna be so painful, because I've never had any operation before. So obviously, like before I fell pregnant, I was just researching about the stitch which is called the cervical cerclage. They stitch up your cervix so that it doesn't open up too soon, and you are able to carry your baby to term. So that's what happened. I fell pregnant 3 months after losing our daughter, and I knew that I was gonna have the stitch. I was very anxious about it. I was waiting for second trimester. Second
Yeah, you
trimester
were
came.
anxious, bro.
I was very, very,
anxious,
very
like-
anxious. Like I kept on talking about it.
Yeah.
I remember, like I told my sister-in-law Yolanda, and oh my god, I'm gonna have a stitch. And then she was like, yeah, DJ Zinhle also had it.
Yeah,
Don't
everyone
worry.
has it.
Baby, no. Like she was saying, DJ Zinhle also
She was
had
trying
it.
to downplay it so that you relax
So
a bit.
yes,
you know.
so she was like, no, it's common, it's nothing to be afraid of, you know. So I had it when I was 15 weeks
Yeah, 15
pregnant.
weeks.
They did stitch up my cervix. It wasn't bad, I won't lie. I actually enjoyed the process of being drugged, like, because they drug you up before, and then when you are
okay.
at first obviously I was panicking
Yeah.
that, oh my god, I'm gonna have an operation. But at some point when you start to relax and
Yeah.
you just let go and you let go, you let God.
Yeah.
You just like, oh, you feel like you're floating. Sometimes it happens when you're worried and you just let God. You will just feel like you are floating and they're doing their own process.
But the part, or you don't want to tell it here on camera, the part where you had a mini.
Yeah, I had a mini panic attack.
You're saying it as if you were fine, you were floating. you know?
No, I said when I relaxed. Eventually, when I relaxed, I don't know if maybe they drugged me some more.
Yeah, to say, yo,
But
yo,
I
yo.
did have a panic attack when they started the procedure. I had a panic attack. I was really scared, guys. And then that it was a success. And my husband, it was a one day. You don't even sleep. You get there in the morning, have your operation. A few hours later, they discharge you. You don't even sleep in hospital. It's a one day procedure.
Yeah, it was a matter of hours.
It was a matter of hours, name. And then my husband came home. Obviously, after the operation, not obviously. After the operation, I was given some restrictions that were going to last up until they take out the stitch. One of those was that I was not supposed to stand for 10 minutes, for longer than 10 minutes. I was not supposed to exercise. I was supposed to drink like 3 liters of water per day just to ensure that I don't get an infection. There's others that I can't remember right now. Maybe
Yeah.
I should have written them down. But there were other restrictions. I also bought a pregnancy support belt so that the weight of the baby does not sit.
It helped.
It did help, yeah.
It helped.
I bought a pregnancy support belt so that the weight
You
of
got
the
it from
baby
Take a Lot, ne?
take a lot, yes,
Yeah.
so that the weight of the baby does not sit on my cervix. So with these restrictions, you know, when they say you can't be cleaning the house, going to the malls, it does affect you. It did affect me mentally because I use exercising and like just jogging just to have good mental health. But that was taken away from me, and according to me, I couldn't be a good wife to my husband because I wasn't cooking. So I don't know, how did you feel about that? You know, I wasn't cooking, I wasn't cleaning the house.
Yeah, for me, I think what was more important than anything, it was just to make sure that the baby is safe. Obviously, I mean, with cooking is not my favorite thing. So we actually ate a lot of
Takeouts, yeah.
We ate a lot of takeaways.
We even ran out of like shops to buy takeouts
because
from,
we would rotate to say, okay,
Yeah.
KFC. Menu as a
Yeah.
KFC, Monday Ujalena,
Yeah.
and then also other shops. And another thing is that I mean, the business was in full effect already,
Yeah.
the Take a Lot business. So I was busy with that as well. So that was taking a lot of my time, plus obviously like my 9 to 5.
Yes.
And then with other things, I tried to do my best, but quite honestly, I'm not gonna lie and say I started cleaning the house more. It's
Yeah.
just that obviously now we started, like the small things I started doing,
Yeah.
but then we started having more of sweep south.
Soups out
We
there. What is
started
soups out?
like the cleaning services, the
Yeah.
ladies that come
And
and
they
clean.
clean, yeah.
I'm actually a very firm believer of that, even if even if you're not
Yeah,
sick.
he doesn't think that I should be cleaning the house or doing the laundry.
Yeah.
He feels like
Because there's
someone else
that
should
could
be
be
doing
that
it,
could be
yeah.
paid for that, you
Yeah.
know. So we started doing that, and so it didn't really affect me.
I don't think it
much.
affected our
No,
marriage.
it didn't.
It's sort of like also brought us closer.
All those sort of negative
Yeah.
things, they always bring us closer. But
Yeah.
one thing we are so used to spending time together. Like
Yes.
we are
Oh,
always
yes.
doing things together. So that part was sort of taken away because now I couldn't run errands with you. I couldn't go to the stores. It felt so lonely. And even sometimes when I go to places where they know the both of us,
Yeah.
they would say that I look lonely because she's not there.
Yeah.
You know. But I knew that it was only for a season.
Yes.
And just as long as our baby is safe. So yeah, it actually, outside of that, everything was fine. I knew that it was for a season.
Yeah, and also like with church, you know, I would during praise and worship, I would feel, I don't know, I don't know if I would feel lazy. Like I would feel like people were looking at me when I would sit down, because the doctor had said I can't stand for longer periods. So I would sit down not because I'm pregnant or I'm feeling tired, but I'll sit down because I was obeying my doctor's orders. So I would feel like some people are thinking already, like she's not
come
even 6 months pregnant already, like she can't stand for more than 10 minutes. So that's how I would feel, to the point where sometimes I would be discouraged to go to church. Hey,
Just because of
like
that.
I would rather like do church online. Then I don't know, even though you don't want to be thinking with about bazotin, but something like back in your head,
Yeah,
like you'd be
yeah.
thinking with your people are looking at me thinking with say, hey Lord, this one is
young girl
very
is
very lazy.
yeah.
Yes, so it did affect me in that way, but overall it was fine. I wasn't feeling any pain during my pregnancy. I was
But
doing
there was
fine.
a bit of discomfort towards as pregnancy
Towards
progressed,
the
because
end.
obviously the baby was getting
bigger. Yeah, there was some sort of discomfort, but it's
Which is-
not like bad like the way I had anticipated before getting the stitch.
Yeah,
It wasn't that way. And also there are some pills, progesterone pills, they give to you to relax your cervix so that it doesn't do funny things. That
Apparently,
you,
it's
makes
apparently
your
they
cervix firm.
yeah
Yes.
because it's part of, there is a hormone called progesterone, right?
Yes.
So those actually just help with that, because sometimes
Yes.
that hormone is too low.
Yeah.
And then it has to, for it to help with the pregnancy, it
Yeah.
has to be at a certain level. So they
Yes.
give you those pills. But the funny thing about those pills, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you straight up, those pills actually they don't come here.
There are others that
That
come
come
here.
here. But the ones that you were using, you actually
Yeah.
have to insert them down there.
Yeah.
And you can't leave them
You have
just here
to
by
push
the door.
all the way.
You have to push all the way.
Trust us to overshare. But
Yeah.
anyway, guys, I was using progesterone. I think other than that, the pregnancy, it was fine, except that I had the stitch. I couldn't exercise because I was thinking I'm gonna be one of those moms that like work out, and be fit during my pregnancy. So I couldn't have
Didn't
that.
happen.
It didn't happen.
One
But
of
it's
those things.
crazy that now, if you did watch the video before this one, it's crazy that at the end they said my cervix was not dilating. I had the stitch because my cervix dilates faster
Fast.
than
All of a
normal.
sudden now.
All of a sudden it's not dilating. It's
Yeah.
not doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know if it's the stitch. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sinbonile.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of the stitch. Maybe it made it stronger, or it was never weak because the stitch was more preventative. It's not. It.
But then I don't think that was the case, because you remember when like at 15 weeks when you went, they
Yeah.
said it was starting to open
Oh
already.
yes, yeah.
So-
I don't know, guys. Anyway, I'm grateful that I had that stitch
Yeah.
and I was able to carry our son to full term. But they do take out the stitch like towards the end of your pregnancy when you're 36 weeks. Full term pregnancy is 40 weeks. So 36 weeks, that's when you're starting your 9 month. So they take it out. It's painful.
Yeah.
You don't go to
Painful, that
theater
part.
for that one. They take it
just
out
sit
in
there.
office. For some people, because I did obviously do my research just to see what to expect. For some people, it's not painful at all. They said it's like a pap smear, but for me, it wasn't like a pap smear.
It was painful.
It was painful. I cried. It was really,
And you were
really painful.
bleeding,
I was bleeding, and I was bleeding a lot. Some people don't even bleed, you know. So for me, the process of them taking it out, they don't even give you any injection to take it out. They just take it out. Ooh, so
Yeah.
yo, And it was painful, but anyway, I don't want to go back there. They took the stitch out, and after they take it out, you are free to do as you wish. You can go run a marathon if you want to go run, but already you are already feeling heavy. You're already
Exactly.
36
So
weeks,
you're like,
so you just like you feel heavy anyway. You don't want to do anything.
We actually thought the baby was gonna come same day,
Same day,
or like
yes.
maybe a few days later.
But yeah.
he stayed.
He took his time.
He took his time. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm coming.
I'll come when I want to come.
You know what, the reason why we're sharing this one, guys, is just for someone out there that's probably let's say you are losing your babies in the second trimester. We're not medical doctors.
Yeah.
We're not advising anyone.
Yes.
We're just talking about our experiences. So let's say because I remember when they said that the percentage, the what's the probability?
Second trimester losses. Yeah.
Losses are what?
1 to
less than-
2%. I don't
yeah,
know, but
it's like
the number,
around-
the percentage
it's
is
very
ridiculous.
low.
Yeah.
So when that happens, obviously, like, it's not a normal thing.
Yeah.
And you might actually just want to have it checked, just have your cervix checked.
Yeah.
Your womb, basically, to have
Yeah.
it checked. And then if that's the case, just
Yeah.
ask them about the stitching of obviously like the mouth of the womb.
Yes.
And also ask them about progesterone as well. Just do some research as well. Just
Yeah.
it I don't think it's the end of the world, but obviously there are other causes of second trimester losses.
yeah.
So it's not just that, but maybe just as to eliminate those probabilities,
Yeah.
just have it checked.
Yeah.
And also, maybe for gents, by the way, you haven't said on the comment section how good I'm looking. We are
is
really,
it
really.
this gonna be a thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing because ladies don't have to be told. Like, ladies will just say, "Oh my gosh, Leto's hairstyle, oh, so looking so great." Oh, so now the gents must also. No, it's I'm but it's a teachable moment for the gents.
Okay.
It's a teachable moment so that the gents also get to this habit to say, "You should, oh, son, you are
Mr.
killing
Champ.
them. Oh, Mr. Champ. Oh, senzeni bahanja. Senzeni." Kolele. Gents, on the comment section, go ahead and say, "I like Mr. Champ's long sleeve t-shirt." I digress. So as I was saying, gents, I think the best thing that you can do for your wife when they're in this state, obviously we see some people, they have a bliss of a pregnancy, they exercise, they do all the things that they would normally do. But then there's other people where they will be called that their cervix is incompetent. So that hurt me.
It also did hurt.
Yeah, it hurt me.
What?
But then emotionally, you have to. We
Yeah.
really have to be there for our partners, our wives, so to make sure that they don't feel the burden, because already you are feeling like, you know what, my cervix is failing me, my body is failing me. But if you show your support and understanding, then it goes a long way. Because I
Yeah.
remember when we were going to the Eastern Cape. Because I mean we hadn't gone home in such a long time, and I really had to think about it, because I'm thinking, I mean you saw those vlogs, because she was still pregnant and she can't stand for more than 10 minutes, and then umakoti normally is expected to be there,
To be
cook,
cooking, yeah.
do all the things. Now how do you protect your wife in those circumstances? Fortunately, we are blessed with families that are very much understanding,
Yes.
that are full of love. So I had to say
Step
to them
in.
and say, please do understand the doctors. This is what the doctors have said. So please do not make us regret coming home. We still want to come home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we please let's protect one another,
Yes.
and that's really what
Yeah.
happened. So
no, my family back in the Eastern Cape, they were very supportive, even with the cooking. I think the only thing that I did was cook. Even
Yeah.
then, like they wouldn't say I'm lazy if I'm just chopping while sitting down, and then I'll just my mom would just help me with cooking. She was the one that was washing. My husband and my mom would wash the dishes like afterwards. Even with that, I'll be like, "Hi, oh my God, like everyone understood what I was going through. I didn't have to, like get to a point where I was regretting, because obviously our son's life comes first, was a priority. So we never regretted. Also, the pregnancy belt, guys. Like,
pregnancy
so
belt,
if you
that belt, guys.
if you're also struggling with incompetent cervix, or if maybe you can feel even if you're not, even if you just
you feel a bit
can
of
discomfort. You
Yeah.
can feel that your baby's head is sitting there. Like you can just buy the pregnancy belt. It really did help me a lot.
And there's another thing that you used to do, guys. Again, we are talking about our experience.
Yes.
We're not advising anyone. So there's a position that you also used to do.
Oh yeah, it's called kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Is it
Yeah,
kangaroo? Yeah.
So where you have your elbows and your head all the way down,
Yes.
and then you are on your knees, so that you are sort of sitting
Yes.
like this, so that if the baby is obviously down there,
Yeah.
they sort of come back
It
up
encourages the baby to move.
to
Yeah.
move. Yeah, so before we start sounding like doctors, but this is out of experience.
Yes.
It's not because maybe we know any better. I mean,
Yeah.
none of us is a medical doctor here.
Yes. So if you have been diagnosed with incompetent cervix and you're gonna have to get a stitch, this is not something that you need to worry about. I
Yeah.
did stress about it a lot before getting it, but it's really like I was stressing for nothing except the taking
The
out
taking
of this
out.
speech.
And
But
you
it's
might be-
only a few minutes
Yes.
as well. It's about
And you
5
might be
minutes.
the ones that
lucky
don't even
ones.
feel
Yes,
the pain and the
yes,
bleeding.
yeah, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed about it.
Yeah,
If you have
please,
any questions that you want to ask, you can always drop
Instagram,
a
Letho
DM,
__Mbulelo on
Yes.
Instagram.
Alright, thank you so much guys for watching.
With that being said, may your troubles neglect you,
Family embrace you.
neighbors respect you,
And God bless you.
We love you, elenemfam, and we are coming back with more consistent
Remember,
videos.
20K.
20K,
We're dropping
guys.
our wedding video.
Don't sleep on this. If it's 20K, then
The
the
video will
is
be
coming.
out.
Know what I'm saying? And as I said on the last video, I don't want to lie, that video is fire, man.
Thank you, Karabo.
That's why we're drinking water. We're drinking water.